Welcome to another deep dive with us. This time we're going deep into Jurassic Park, but not the movies.
Right.
We're going behind the scenes.
Yeah. So ready to unpack some serious romantic tension between Cole and Shaélynn.
I was born ready. Let's start with date number 2. Picture this.
Okay, I'm picturing it.
Corporate drama, scientific intrigue, and
Well, there may even be
yeah.
a little dino romance brewing in here.
Ooh, tell me more.
Yeah. What have we got?
Shaélynn, late at night, super focused, working away in the paleobotany greenhouse, when bam, Cole appears, like some kind of knight in shining armor with takeout. And not just any takeout, mind you, from the park's best chefs. Talk about a grand gesture, huh?
You can picture Cole, right? He seems like he'd be a little nervous.
Absolutely.
Trying to be all cool, but inside he's like facing down his biggest fear.
Oh, I get it. The fear of grand romantic gestures.
You think maybe facing dinosaurs all the time is kind of,
Oh, totally.
shifted his perspective.
Like, what's scarier, asking someone to dinner or staring down a velociraptor? No contest.
Yeah.
But Shaélynn, she's not the type to get swept off her feet so easily. Not at all.
So Shaélynn is young, she's ambitious, she's dedicated to her work, maybe a little too dedicated. She's not very good at managing people, and she's absolutely terrified of someone called Shavak Garland. She even carries a weapon.
Wow, it's a very different picture than what we see in the movies.
Yeah, this is like behind the scenes.
Yeah.
InGen, what's it really like to work there? It must be a real pressure cooker.
So what is it about Shavak? Is he like her boss?
Well, we think he's a superior in the company.
Like, why is she so scared of him?
Well, it sounds like something happened between them. She actually goes to great lengths to avoid him. Like, she changes her whole routine.
Okay, that's more than just like...
Yeah, like just don't want to bump into him in the hallway.
Yeah, and she's carrying a weapon, so it must be more than him just being mean to her.
There's a power imbalance here that is definitely worth noting.
She also keeps multiple outfits in her office, just in case.
Yeah.
What is that about? What is she expecting?
Yeah, I thought that was pretty interesting.
Yeah, is she just very image conscious? Or, I mean, is she worried about getting, like, I don't know?
Yeah, mud on her during a dinosaur.
Like, I don't understand. Does she just change outfits all day?
I don't know. I mean, it sounds like she works pretty late. Maybe she's got a day outfit and a night outfit.
Okay. All right, let's move on to Cole. What do we know about him?
Well, he seems like a pretty nice guy. He's enthusiastic, maybe a little awkward. And he really seems to be crushing on Shaélynn. Yeah, he definitely has a brave streak, though.
Yeah.
He volunteers for all these missions, like going out to Isla Sorna, dealing with those massive 50-ton Mamenchosaurus heads.
So it seems like he's brave. But then also, I was reading about he seems to be struggling a little bit with the ethics of the whole operation.
Yes, this right of refusal is interesting, right?
Tell me more about that.
So InGen employees, it sounds like they have this clause in their contract where they can say, no, this is too dangerous, I'm not doing it.
I feel like everyone would be using that on a daily basis.
Yeah, you would think, right? But Cole he's grappling with it. He's really thinking about, should he be exercising this right? Is this the right thing to do? Is it ethical?
So it seems like he's not just like, ooh, dinosaurs, this is so cool.
It's more than just the wonder.
He's starting to see the bigger picture.
Yeah, he's starting to see the darker side of Jurassic Park.
And he's trying to impress Shaélynn with this takeout that he's trying to pass off as fine dining.
Oh, yeah.
Which I thought was hilarious.
That was pretty funny.
It's like, dude, come on.
Trying a little too hard.
Like, that's not going to work.
Yeah.
Or maybe it will. I don't know.
Maybe it will.
Maybe she'll be into it.
Maybe that's her love language.
Right. I like a man who can lie to me about his cooking skill.
That's right.
Okay, so we're going to talk more about their date, which happened at the office.
Yeah, late night date.
I mean, I would be creeped out if someone showed up in my office like that, especially if I thought it was Shavak.
Yeah.
That would not be a good situation.
Yeah, that's interesting, right? That she immediately thinks it's Shavak.
That's a little scary.
Like, are InGen employees under constant surveillance?
Like, are we being monitored right now?
Well, maybe.
That's creepy, dude.
We'll talk about that later.
And you know what else is super telling?
What?
How she reacts to Cole's little jokes.
Oh, yeah, like when he pretends the takeout is all fancy.
Exactly, like he's a gourmet chef or something. She finds it funny, but there's this awkwardness. Like, they're not on the same page at all when it comes to romance.
They're just not clicking in that way, are they?
Not quite. And their personalities, oh boy, they really clash during dinner.
In what way?
Cole's trying so hard to make conversation, bless his heart. But he keeps going back to work stuff. Workloads, schedules.
So he's missing those, like, deeper connection cues.
Totally missing them. He's so focused on impressing her that he's not even paying attention to her body language or her tone or anything.
Yeah, that makes sense.
And honestly, Shaélynn isn't exactly helping things. She's so guarded, you know? Remember when he asks about the takeout and she just casually drops that she usually works through meals?
Ouch. Not exactly a romantic thing to say on a date, is it?
Recipe for disaster right there.
But then
Things change.
they do. Tell me.
Cole asks for a tour of the greenhouse. And suddenly, Shaélynn's like a different person. Passionate, you know?
It's like the greenhouse, her domain, becomes this, like, catalyst for connection.
Oh, totally.
Surrounded by plants, she lets her guard down.
Finally, a glimpse of the real Shaélynn, the one beneath all the walls.
And Cole, oh, he's captivated.
I bet.
Hanging onto her every word, loving her knowledge.
You can practically see the hard eyes, can't you?
Totally.
It's a turning point, that's for sure. They've moved past the small talk, found some common ground in those plants. Now the question is, will it be enough to overcome all their differences?
Good question.
And then there's this big moment there by the pond, the one with the semi-aquatic plants, and the whole vibe just shifts.
Like the air crackles.
Exactly. All this unspoken tension. And then, bam, Cole, he just goes for it.
What does he do?
He kisses Shaélynn.
Whoa. Bold move.
Right. After that whole awkward dinner, you wouldn't expect it. Makes you think maybe he sensed something in her, like a vulnerability she was trying to hide.
Maybe.
And Shaylin's reaction, that's the real kicker. At first, she's surprised.
I can imagine.
But then she just melts into the kiss.
Wow, really?
A moment of pure emotion, you know? A spark breaking through all those walls. It's a beautiful thing.
It is. I love that.
Was she just caught up in the moment? Or was she like, oh, this is a good opportunity to get more information from Cole?
Is this genuine attraction or is this part of her mission?
What about Noah?
I know.
Her, quote, former, end quote, boyfriend.
Yeah, there's some layers to that relationship. Even in a crazy place like Jurassic Park.
Right, with dinosaurs and everything.
People can still connect, but is it just a fleeting thing?
That's the million-dollar question, right?
Yeah.
Just passion or something deeper, something real. To find out, we're going to have to dive into their next date.
Oh, I can't wait.
I don't know. So Shailen's going to Isla Nova. Cole is going to Isla Nova. They're probably going to run into Alina Moldovan there.
Probably.
They're going to be dealing with maybe dinosaur hybrids, maybe not, and corporate espionage.
It's a lot.
It's a lot.
It's a lot to unpack.
What do you think's going to happen?
Well, we know Isla Nova. They say it's full of marine reptiles.
Oh, I forgot about that.
Giant prehistoric sea monsters.
So we're adding sea monsters to the mix.
Oh, yeah.
Okay, so it's not just dinosaurs.
It's not just dinosaurs anymore.
It's like Jaws on steroids.
Yeah.
Okay, so we've got Shaélynn and Cole sailing off to Isla Nova.
Right.
A whole boatload of secrets, lies,
Yeah.
and maybe some giant sea monsters lurking in the depths.
Oh, yeah.
This is where I start to like brainstorm all the crazy possibilities, you know?
That's what's so great about this.
Yeah.
You know? We've got these little pieces and we can speculate.
Yeah, like if you were writing the next chapter of this Jurassic Park story, what would you do?
Well, I think Isla Nova is going to be a big turning point for Shaélynn and Cole.
Okay.
It's a new environment, a fresh start.
Yeah.
You know, they can kind of face their pasts and...
Okay, I'm picturing them on the boat, wind in their hair.
Yeah.
This mysterious island on the horizon. What do? Do they stay loyal to their companies?
Right.
Do they go rogue?
Do they finally admit their feelings for each other?
Ooh, what about the Chimera?
The Chimera, yeah.
Will they find out what it is?
And remember, they're both kind of at a crossroads here.
Yeah.
Shaélynn, she's torn, right?
Yeah.
Between Biosyn, Noah, and maybe her feelings for Cole.
And Cole is like disillusioned with Ingen.
Yeah, he doesn't know what to think.
Do you think they could like take down both of these companies?
Ooh.
Like expose the greed, the experiments, the whole thing?
It'd be pretty epic.
It'd be like David and Goliath, but with dinosaurs.
But it would be dangerous.
Yeah, it would be.
Very dangerous.
You'd have to be really smart about it. They need a plan.
Yeah.
Okay, what if they leak everything to the press?
Ooh, that's a good idea.
Like expose it to the world.
Yeah.
Or maybe they sabotage them from the inside.
Oh, that's interesting.
Or, okay, here's my idea. They start their own dinosaur sanctuary.
Whoa, I like that.
Where the creatures can be safe.
That's a good one.
Away from all the corporations.
An ethical Jurassic Park.
Yeah.
Focused on conservation, education,
Yes.
not profit.
Shaélynn could use her botany skills.
Yes.
To create a perfect habitat.
A perfect habitat.
And Cole could lead tours.
He'd be great at that.
He'd be awesome at that.
Yeah.
So what do you think? What does all this mean for the listener?
That's a good question.
They've been on this journey with us, digging through files, imagining dinosaurs.
It's more than just a fun story, right?
Yeah.
This makes you think about, like, the ethics of it all.
Yeah.
The power of corporations.
Yeah, it's like we're all living in our own little Jurassic Parks, right?
In a way, yeah.
Yeah. Surrounded by technology that's amazing and scary.
It is.
And we have to choose.
We do.
Use it.
Greed or the greater good?
Yeah. What would you choose?
That's the question.
All right, that's it for our Jurassic Park deep dive.
Wow, what a ride.
We uncovered some secrets.
Yeah.
Pondered some ethical dilemmas.
Learned a lot.
And maybe even learned a little bit about ourselves along the way.
You know.
So as you go about your day, think about what you would do.
What would you do?
If you were Shaélynn or Cole.
Would you fight the system?
Would you walk away?
What would you do?
Those are the questions that we leave you with.
Until next time.
Stay curious.
Yeah.
And remember, life finds a way.